What's up, guys? Happy Sunday. I hope everyone's having an amazing weekend so far. This trading week is going to be very, very turbulent. So let's get straight into the video. We're going to talk about the SPY, the NASDAQ, the IWM, and what is yet to come for this week. First of all, Wednesday, 2 p.m., we have the federal funds rate coming out. All right. And then 2:30, we have the FOMC press conference. So Friday, 2 p.m. Eastern time, 2:30 is going to be very, very interesting. Friday, 2 p.m., Fed Powell speaks. So 2 times this week, Wednesday and Friday, things are going to be very, very interesting. So with 2 more trading weeks left in the month, what are they going to do here? Essentially, we broke down below this range very, very simply on the SPY. And as we're trading below 388, we're clearly very bearish. All right. So unless we get a close back above this level, we can trade with 388 as a stop, as the lower range of as support, right? But for now, this is clearly bearish, unless you want to go long at 380. But all of these levels of support down here can easily just be broken down within this month as well. And when looking at a monthly chart, we're only down 2.4%. If you remember, we went short while we were green. So now this is obviously very, very good. Bears want this to break down below all of these levels. The next major level of support is going to be this wick here on the monthly, 380.5, obviously. So the 380 level is going to be very, very important moving forward. And of course, for that reason, I believe that we're now essentially going to be trading within a new range between 388 to 380. Until one of those 2 levels breaks, then you can trade with the momentum to either the upside or the downside. And then as we get closer to 380, you can trade alongside 380 as support. You can see on the SPX chart, this looks much cleaner. I didn't even update this level here in quite some time. So you can see that it still looks like a clear-cut range with the prior levels of resistance here that are going to be acting as support moving forward as we fall lower. What is very, very interesting, though, is that Tesla is showing clear-cut strength. And I believe that if Tesla can still maintain above 290 moving forward in the next week or so, if it can remain above 290 to 295, this can end up breaking highs. And then if Tesla ends up breaking above, I'm not sure if the rest of the market is going to remain bearish as well. Because if the strength in Tesla can start, then the other stocks can follow suit. But of course, you can easily see that the dollar, as well as the VIX, are both bull flagging. So obviously, that's not a good sign for the stock market when the dollar and the VIX are doing well. And one of the most important things that we have to be looking at is the 30-year bond. We can see the 30-year bond wicked below these very, very major levels of support back here in June. We wicked below. So now, if this wick is going to be a sign of reversal and we can maintain these lows here, wow, I can't even draw a straight line. But essentially, if we can maintain these lows here, create a green candle and bounce, this pattern here and breaking above, back above the major levels of resistance, as we show this strength in the 30-year bond, I believe the stock market is going to show strength. But if we continue falling lower, then obviously, all bets are off. So to quickly touch on the crypto markets, obviously we see Ethereum is selling off, and Bitcoin essentially is still failing to close and hold above this trend line here. So as this continues to not close above 22,000, obviously it makes more sense that Bitcoin will continue falling lower. We could look at it on this chart as well. These trend lines have been holding very, very well on Bitcoin, and that is not a good sign for bulls. But longer term bulls, they want to see extreme cracks of these levels of support. If we can get a cascading sell-off event for some reason on Bitcoin, we can get a move to 17,000 a wick. That wick can be a really good buying opportunity. But essentially, longer term, I am very, very bullish on the entire crypto market, of course, but this is not a bullish setup. When you look at this candle, obviously so this is a pattern that is generally, so essentially this right here, what I just drew, this is generally supposed to be very, very bullish for Bitcoin. This pattern right here is supposed to be a very, very bullish pattern. This should be bouncing higher. If this does not work, and essentially this is basically like the bullish divergence that everyone was seeing in the stock market, it shows easier sometimes in the crypto markets because the crypto market is 24 hours, 7 days a week. So as people were saying that there was bullish divergence in the stock market, it showed in the crypto market. So this is the pattern that formed. It's basically like a falling bear flag. And when you have a falling bear flag like this, it usually means that we get a strong bounce. This strong bounce can also be translated into the stock market. But essentially, it's pretty important to see what's going to happen if Bitcoin fails this bullish pattern. All of the positive divergence that people were looking to buy into fails, then that is going to be very, very bearish, because this is technically a bullish setup. So I hope you guys understand. And truly, that's really all there is to talk about for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed your weekend. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. And I will see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning. Have a good one.